something to say? To advertise your business, here's the way. An affordable campaign on this radio station will get you noticed and make your day.
Advertise here on Johnstone Sound. It gets people's attention. It's low cost, memorable, and therefore very effective.
For great results, you now know what to do. Your favorite radio station's waiting just for you.
Find out more at johnstonsound.com.
Now open, the brand new Specsavers store in the heart of Johnstone for all your eye care and hearing needs. With 4 testing rooms, the latest facilities and a range of services including eye health checkups, glasses, contact lenses and hearing checks, our team at Specsavers Johnstone are ready to care for you. Visit us in store at 5 William Street. Call 01505 801 872 or find out more and book online at specsavers.co.uk. Then search for Johnstone.
From Johnstone, it's time for Scoreboard Spotlight. Here are the top team. It's Callum Carmichael, Davy Welsh, Darius Nesbitt and Ricky Kelly.
It's Wednesday evening. You're listening to Scoreboard Spotlight on Johnstone Sound. Coming live
Messages
from Johnstone at 6 p.m.
Or WhatsApp the studio on 07463 866 186.
Yes, welcome back to the Scoreboard Spotlight. Ricky's trying to do things on the day as always, last minute, Ricky.
Sounds about right. Hi everybody.
So you are here on Johnstone Sound with myself, Davy Welsh, and we have a full team with
myself, Callum,
and myself, Darius Nesbitt.
No, Ricky, no.
Aye, I've just spoke. People know I'm here already. And Ricky Kelly.
And just to rub it in, Callum just walked in the door there, by the way. That's 2 weeks in a row. What are you up to?
Oh no, I really need to start getting my timings right. It's starting to turn into Ricky here.
Ricky walked in at 20 past and nearly fainted. So let's start up with the Premier League roundup. How was it for you guys?
Thought the Celtic game on Monday, it was a bit flat from Celtic, but
I feel like the full starting week was flat. Every team, every game. Apart from the St Johnstone Kilmarnock game, that was an absolute belter.
Yeah.
After last season's league, it's not started off so great.
To be fair, a lot of signings, a lot of moving about. I think it's always difficult. In this league, you know, you've got settled teams down in England and all the top leagues, but when you've got a league where people's going to snatch all your best players, it's very difficult to gel, get going quickly. So it didn't surprise me, but I'm worried about Hearts this year.
Saturday was probably the 2 games that stood out for me. St Mirren beat Falkirk. St Mirren, it's a hit and a miss sometimes. St Mirren started off pretty good. Falkirk's going to probably be the team that most will beat this year, by the looks of it. But I'm glad St Mirren have the 3 points. And as you were talking about there, Aberdeen and Hearts, I wasn't sure how it was going to go. Yeah. So maybe this is going to be the start of Aberdeen kind of picking up and Hearts kind of dropping a wee bit.
Well, do you know, I absolutely called it 2-1 to Aberdeen. If it wasn't for I think it was 2 right scores that I got in the Celtic game, I would have been absolute rock bottom in this league. So I think it's sitting now 7 points for me, 7 points for Ricky, 7 points for Callum and 5 points for Darius. So only 2 points in the first week. That's tight as anything.
That's tight, yeah.
But I was looking through it and I was like, I'm not getting any right, but then I got a right score, then a right score, then obviously Celtic won. But how flat the games were, like the big games. Hearts were terrible. I mean, St Mirren, you're talking about St Mirren, they were quite lucky. They got the goal chopped off. But it wasn't a handball for me, but they got away with one. They'll take the points all day long.
It was the St Mirren's performance of the decade, that's for sure. But it's just good that they managed to get 3 points. But as you says, hopefully they're not trying to scrape along the whole season.
But well done to St Johnstone. Nobody, I don't think in here anyway, expected that. A 4-3 win. I think we were 3-2 down at one point as well. After going 2-1
I think
up.
that was right, aye.
I only watched the highlights and I was like, this is unbelievable. Just goal after goal after goal.
2 own goals in the game.
Aye.
1 for each side.
But yeah, if you just round up, it was started off with Dundee United 1, Rangers 1. I thought Rangers absolutely terrible. Dundee United probably deserved the win. Falkirk 0, St Mirren 2, as we've just discussed. Aberdeen 2, Hearts 1. St Johnstone 4, Kilmarnock 3. Hibs 1, Motherwell 2. I did have that down for a draw. I thought it could have been a draw. It was good chances at each end.
Yep.
And then Celtic v Dundee, it was a dreadful watch. It just dragged in the full game.
Yep.
Had the chances to bury them. They didn't really do much, but I felt they pressed as well, held us back, done what they had to do. I expected it to change in the second half and be a lot of goals because Dundee put so much running into the first half, but they just kept going, so fair play to them. But dreadful weekend all round, starting for football, that's for sure.
I think as well, it's like, you know, a lot of teams as well, we've still got a couple of weeks left in the transfer window, you know, so it's got, you will get games at the start of the season it's not going to be great, you know. So
I don't know if you've heard as well, Martin O'Neill was in for some wee small procedure in hospital today.
Yeah.
The first comment on it, I couldn't stop laughing. It's like Celtic's probably trying to sell his kidney to buy players. But for me, the transfer market in Celtic has been horrendous. I mean, the two signings are of good quality, but if the players that we expect to leave, that's 21 players have walked out the door at Celtic and they've bought 2.
Yeah.
And we're only a week and a half away from the Champions League qualifier.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell is happening? Do they never learn?
Yeah. It's probably it's a very, very tough draw as well for Celtic, but I think in the Champions League, in this playoff round, you're going to get, no matter who you're going to get, it's always going to be a tough game, no matter who you're against now, you know.
I was quite happy with the draw. I don't think there's any easy teams in that pool, especially for us. But I was quite happy. I, like you said in the message, I would have preferred to be away first. I think it's always crucial to have your home crowd. Not unless you get out with like a 3-0 win and you go out to hold it, but you know it's going to be like if it's 1 each or 1-0 and you're there, it's
still got to go over there.
We've got a history of losing 4 and 5 goals in games like this.
Yeah.
But I'm not very confident of making it this year. I really am not, unless they sign 4 or 5 players in the next couple of days that are, you know, Champions League worthy.
Yeah.
But I thought they were making a statement with the 2 players they brought in, and then just no getting anything else over the line yet.
Yeah, I think especially midfield, I think for Celtic as well, just looks very, very weak. You know, especially if like Engels is, you know, going to be leaving, and the likes of Bernardo as well. You know, Johnson's going to be linked with Everton. I don't know how that move's still getting along. I've seen he was linked with Everton, but not sure if he's.
But we're only sitting with 2 goalies as well. Yeah. I think that's a disgrace. You've let 2 goalies retire, quality goalies, and no replace them. I was
talking of Nick Pope coming in, but I don't know if I'd be. He's not got he had a bad injury record as well. I'm sure he'd an injury. He'd been out for about 2 years. So
he would be a great addition. I really think he'd be a great addition, but we're dragging our heels again, and I think to me it must be wages. It's got to be wages, because you know yourself, you're spending big money on players. They're coming with big expectation for wages. We don't seem to want to pay it, so I think it's getting harder and harder every year for, you know, teams in our kind of leagues to compete at any level now, because you can't hold on to a good player for 2-3 seasons.
100%.
Ricky?
Yes.
What do you think about the Rangers transfers? I've not really looked at too much yet, but I seen a few people saying they wasn't good enough. They've signed that Japanese boy the day. What are you thinking?
I don't know much about the boy they signed today. I just having a quick look at it now. I heard, I've been busy today, I was at a funeral today, is no long in the house. But yeah, I think it'll be a good signing. I feel like they've kind of went down the kind of Celtic side and kind of brought in like an Asian person.
But the thing is, you can get them for good money. They're good value.
They're good money. They're good players.
They're hard workers. You know, I remember us getting absolutely torn apart with fans like, they're too small and weak, but they can play. You know, it's not everyone will make it, but they come in and they do give 100%. I think that's the difference sometimes. The non-stop running with Maeda, with Kyogo, even like Hatate when he's on it, he's some player. You know, you can see the quality, but I don't know. I've never heard of them, so we're just going to have to wait and see. Like most players that have been signed, Hearts have signed. Have they not signed the most this season?
Aye,
I think they have. Yeah.
So is it just a matter of no gelled, or are they just no good enough? Because obviously Bloom uses this system, and it's been fantastic for every other team that he's used.
I think with Hearts is like, especially a new manager as well. and it's going to take, I think, Hearts a couple of weeks to get up to speed, especially with Europe as well, you know. So
yeah, I think it was a bit of a wake-up call for the Belgian man himself, being an international for such a long time, to come into a Scottish domestic league. It's a bit different,
especially when your best players have just been raided.
I know that kind of sucks if you're a Hearts fan. See what we're saying when you asked me about Rangers and that there. I'm surprised at the much money they're spending. Like, I know obviously they've new investors, blah blah blah, but I'm just surprised at how much they're actually spending.
But how much have they spent? Because they obviously get the manager for, was it a couple of $100,000? They get the two Hearts boys for free. So I don't know. I've not really looked into it to see how much they've actually spent. I know that they offered $8 million for the winger that Celtic were after. And I'm just going to put a point out there. Davy McLeod's messaged in. Celtic have won their opening league game, but they have sleepwalked through another transfer window, and he's spot on. I feel like
it's technically not over yet, but
no. But that, you should be ready. I mean, when Ange came in, he had everything done right away. So it was like 8-9 players in the door, but they were all gelled, playing pre-season. You didn't expect anybody else in because he'd done his business. And I think they have sleepwalked over maybe the last 4 or 5 years. I do think 100% that's why Brendan Rodgers walked last year as well. He didn't get any players he wanted, and I feel every time he's got a transfer window, that's happened to him, and I feel that's why he had nothing left.
According to the Scottish Sun, the total transfer for Rangers is 18.5 million. I mean, Ivor Plunder 6.0 million. I'm even Dragovic 4.5. Don't even know that name is 3.5, 1 million, and then you get Shankland, Devlin, Neil, and Godfrey for free. Godfrey on loan.
So it's a decent amount, but when you think they spent, was it 40 million in the winter transfer window? So they should have a great squad. I can understand people getting frustrated with the way they've been playing recently, thinking, obviously, I mean, when you sign Shankland, I thought he looked like he was towing a caravan in that game.
I was about to say he's had a bad day at the office.
Towing a caravan.
Did you not see the stats that came out, and it said that that's the lowest coverage of an area in Scottish football since 2014?
Because I read up on something about the goalkeeper done more distance than Shankland. I'm like, that's a goalie that's doing that. I'm like, wow.
But I mean, you see, even watching him the last game of the season at Celtic Park, right, sitting actually physically watching him, he put a shift in and he was everywhere, and that's what you want for a player, and I just don't understand what's happened. In the space of 64 days, all of a sudden he looks as though he can't run.
I think it was you that mentioned earlier on, it's just the first week. It'll take a few weeks to kind of realise who's going to be good, who's going to be bad.
No, definitely, but you should be fit. I mean, it's a pre-season, you should be fit.
Did Endesi's attempt at long throws? It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
I love how Callum picks up these things.
That's a lot, yeah.
So what are we thinking, St Mirren this year then?
For what?
I think so.
Well, a lot of them have tipped them to finish 11th.
I think they'll be mid-table. I don't think they'll be in the top 6, but I think they'll finish just below the top 6. I think
about 9th. I think they'll hit. We've seen that last year where they were superb and then they took a dive and then they came back again. Obviously managed to just stay up, but I think it'll be kind of much the same, but maybe a wee bit better with consistency.
Hopefully they don't win any cups this year, but I'm under pressure. Seems to be the one the cup they just went I
think it's about time you win a cup, or you're going to still support
let's see what happens end of this season, mate.
Well, I think the potential dark horse I'm seeing so far from week 1 was Motherwell. I think they'll do.
Played well.
I don't know if it's a dark horse, mate. I mean, they were obviously lost a couple of players for last season, but the football they played, that's still instilled into them. New manager, obviously a different style coming in.
Aye.
I still think they were the best footballing team last season. I don't think it's much a shock as can they keep it up again like last year. At one point, I mean, we were sitting here talking, they could actually win the league tier. They'd put themselves right into it. And there was a couple of bad results against Celtic, and then I think Hearts was it after it. They faded away, but they had that chance to pull themselves right into a title race, and
it's a pity they started too late to get into it. Then the manager left, so hopefully they can pull it around. I've always liked Motherwell, but yeah, I said that last week. I think Motherwell will be one of the ones up there this season. Not saying they're about the top, but they'll certainly be one of the top 6.
It'll be an interesting season, but I can't see being anywhere near as exciting as last year. I think it'll be more back to kind of normal. We Celtic Rangers pull away quite early.
Of course.
And they're just fighting between themselves. Last year was just so good to have another team. And you know what? They really should have won it. I mean, they had their chances. 7 away games and winning one of them, that was criminal, and that's what took their title away. They should have won it. They should have beat a couple of the teams away, got the points and had it in the bag before the last game. My big mate's a Hearts fan, and I kept saying to him, if it gets to the last game of the season, that's the only time I'll be confident I win this league. But I thought it'd get to the end of the season where it'd be between Hearts and Rangers in the last game of the season. So the total flip for me was like, wow, what's happening? Because if you remember rightly, like 6-7 weeks to go, Rangers were on the ascendancy. They were the one that were playing well, looking married. They were climbing the table, chasing Hearts more than us. Got to that last 5 games after the split, and they lost 4. And you're like, what's happened? Because they were the ones that looked decent. Don't know if it's bottle with them, mentality, whatever, but again, they get to the last hurdle and they fall, and I still couldn't see us catching Hearts. But I always said, if it gets to the last game of season and it's Celtic Park, that's when I'll eventually feel we can win this.
It was on the cards that day.
It was unbelievable, mate. I just try to sit through the nerves for 90 minutes. Darius, I'll tell you. Ended up standing next to Darius at the end, and it was like, what's happening?
I was at the Renfrew game with Callum, and remember, I had it on my tablet, and as soon as the full minute went, I just turned it off. Concentrated on the Renfrew game.
At least you're honest, Ricky. I also think this season Dundee United will be a lot better. I thought they had a poor season last year. I thought they showed signs this year that they've improved. I can see them trying to sneak into the top 6 this year as well. I think it's a lot more level as well, the league now. I think it's kind of, obviously you've got the top 2 that always kind of pull away, and I don't see the collapse what happened with 2 teams last year with the managers and all that. I do think Rangers will hit a bit of form, keep that level through the season this time, and I don't know what will happen with Celtic. We need to find out what signings are coming in there, because right now they're down to the bare bones for squad wise. We went through the squad all night. They've only got 1 left back, and he's injury prone.
That's unbelievable. You
know, and they think Scales can play there. That's dangerous game for me.
It's desperate times there if you're
it really is, you know? And as I said, letting 21 players walk out the door and you've only signed 2, that is unbelievable. And what is there, 4 weeks left of the transfer market?
Well, Renfrew B Renfrew B, Celtic B go to Renfrew at the weekend, so maybe Celtic will take some of the players to put them in the first team squad, and Renfrew will have a chance.
Last week we were talking about a couple of weeks ago when Clydebank were playing them, we were talking about Celtic flinging a couple of the A teams in it. So like, you couldn't even afford to put any teams in it. You've not got enough of them.
I thought Dundee United on the game on Friday, I thought they actually came out and had a go at Rangers as well. Like they played some good stuff, and I don't know if he used, but the boy that scored, he had like the face of Cy Ferry, but the hair of Haaland.
Rose.
I know who you're talking about.
I think for last season though, that these teams have grown a thing of going into these games without any fear now. Dundee for me went in without any fear. Dundee United, I think they've just grown to, do you know what, don't fear them. Where they used to back off you, know that you're better than them. I think now they know if you put pressure on them, we've got a chance.
100%.
And I think we'll see it all season again, unless somebody does sign some quality and, you know, pin them back. You've seen it with us as well. The team shut you down so fast now. They don't hang off you and scared to play against you. They chase everything. So it'll be interesting, but we'll see what happens. So on to the
Championship. So that was quite a good win for Livingston. It's like I said, I kind of predicted they'll kind of maybe bounce back this season, because I think it'll be a league that they might find themselves being too easy in. I don't know if that's just me, but I feel like probably their toughest games, Livingston will probably be like your Ayr, Partick, potentially even Greenock.
Dunfermline.
Dunfermline as well. So I think it won't be a stroll in the park for Livingston, but I think it will be comfortable-ish for Livingston to bounce back into the Prem.
I think you're bang on there, mate. I think the Championship is going to be absolutely brilliant this year. Last year, I know there was like 4 or 5 teams clawing up there, and then it's kind of hanged into 2. Partick had the chance near the end, and Fairland, it was so exciting. I think like down south, it's always the most exciting league that we've got, and I can see 4 or 5 teams winning it.
Yeah.
See the sorry, Darius. See the teams that won at the weekend there in the Championship. You've got A United won, Partick won, and Livingston won. That's league started off the way I think that the league's going to go.
Aye.
You had wins, and a couple of like decent wins. Like A United was quite a good win. It was they deserved to win it because I've seen highlights of that. But I still think Arbroath will be kind of floating about. But A United, Partick, and Livingston, that's going to be a top 3, I think.
I agree. I think I predicted that because I said Ayr to win the Championship, but I can see Livingston, doing well as well. Partick, feel like it's a big year for Partick. Been in the league for I think it's 5-6 years now.
Been in the nearly men so many times as well. Aye,
been too many times they've just fell at the last hurdle. So I feel out of that league, it's probably the biggest one for Partick to try and come back up.
I think as well. Invercarley v Dunfermline tells you a story. I think the two of them will be in it as well right to the end. I think the two of them are a team of quality. Invercarley done so well last year. They'll obviously want to push up to the Prem again.
Yep.
They had their financial worries. We don't know if they're surviving the now, if that'll actually get better. But the boys stuck in there, and I think they'll give them everything this year again. I don't think it's between 3. I think it's between 5. I really do.
Inverness, Dunfermline, 41% possession by Calais Thistle, 59 by Dunfermline. However, there was 19 shots by Inverness and 7 by Dunfermline, and 7 on target by Inverness and 2 by Dunfermline. So even though the possession was higher from Dunfermline, Inverness seemed to be the bigger team, the team on top there.
I'm just going to the messages again. Sorry if this isn't the way you pronounce your name, mate. Callan Sanahan has said I think it's anybody's game, and I think he's bang on. I really do. The likes of Arbroath, we've seen them last year. They were up there to maybe the last quarter, then kind of faded away. The teams all can beat each other. That's the exciting thing about Championship. And I think if you're a Championship team fan, it must be great every season. You can get beat or win every single week, and I think that's the way football used to be. And it's more exciting because you don't know what you're walking into.
Aye.
Game per game. You get games that you expect to win, you get hammered, like Clydebank Celtic V. But it's like that every week, so you don't know.
23 minutes in, that was your first mention.
I had to get a dig in for him being so late.
What was I going to say? Partick Thistle, I kind of thought they would top against St Mirren in the playoffs because they really gave them a game, home and away, and I really thought, despite their performances over the season, I could have thought that Partick could have done them. At the time, St Mirren's form was kind of dipping at the point. It would have been good seeing Partick Thistle in the Premier competing with all your big teams, but nonetheless this year I think it'll be the same thing this year for Partick Thistle being in the playoffs. There's no fear for them being in that top 5, to be honest.
Yep.
I agree.
I was really happy St Mirren stayed up, but I was also sad that Partick Thistle didn't get in either. It's like I like both teams. I think Partick belong in the Premiership, and I'd like to see them come back, but not at St Mirren's expense. Being a local team,
it's been far too long for Partick, but it's a hard league to win. So they know what's ahead of them. Go to win it. They're the best place, get into the playoffs. Hope for the best, but how many times in the playoffs have they bottled it, or even get beaten penalties, or it's been horrific for them. But I'd like to see Partick back up.
It's 5 years. I think they've been in the playoffs, the past 5 years in a row. And it's just so
they must hear playoffs and then go on. No. Must be hard to be a fan, mind you, but.
Well, this is why I quite like the Championship and below, because it's always quite a competitive couple of leagues in that pyramid system. It's so good.
Can I just say thanks to the boys that are texting in and keep them coming. It's good to get
points
across.
It's good to get interaction, isn't it?
And if anybody else that's listening, just a wee hang me here for give a message in.
Messages via the app or WhatsApp the studio on 07463 866 186.
I just want to say, being a pundit, I just thought I would give Partick Thistle some advice. What
I'm sure they're sitting listening.
And what I think they should do is just win the league outright.
I'm sure they try, mate.
That means no hassle. That means they're up next year. Just win the league outright.
I don't think at any time in their history they've thought we'll just come second and get the playoffs again.
That's why I'm paid the big money.
But I'm really looking forward to the Championship this year. As I say, if you're a fan of it, you must really look forward to the league every year.
I mean, there's another contender like Steny. They've also had good quality over the years as well. And
Aye.
They've came up in the last, from League 2. I think they were in League 2 just after COVID still, and then they've now in the Championship. But it will be tough for them, I think, in the Championship. It is a good result against Rafe, but I think they'll maybe sort of mid-table.
As I say, they'll all beat each other, but it's the consistency. It's so hard to have the consistency in that league. That's why somebody always sticks out at the end, and whoever wins it deserves it, because it is such a hard league to win. So but I will move on to the League One. So starting off, East Kilbride 5, Queen of the South 1. A great result for East Kilbride just coming up.
But that's just Mike. That's just Mike for you. But he just goes out and spend money and he's like,
oh, don't be jealous. Here he goes.
That's just Mike. The back of the hand, basically. It's just,
unfortunately, that's
football for you.
But let's get through the results first. We'll come back to it. God's sake, he's been half a man already. What's that? 29 minutes in. Alloa 0, East Fife 0, Peterhead 0, Ross County 1, Cove Rangers 0, Airdrieonians 0. You happy about that, Cal? I know you're a secret Airdrieonians fan.
That's another team I don't really like either, but
oh, we know, mate, we know.
I don't blame you. I'd be the same if they had the history.
Sorry, I missed Montrose 0, Hamilton Accies 5 as well. That was a great result for Hamilton after what they went through last year.
The Hamilton fans, they said, don't miss us out, we scored 5 goals.
It's a good result for them, despite their troubles, as you say, last season, deducting points left, right and centre, but it's a good start for them. Hopefully they'll keep up their momentum for the upcoming kind of season really for them. So it's well for Ross County being 1-0 up against Peterhead. It's another good response for Ross County.
Definitely.
See, Callum's not happy with East Kilbride spending the money. Well, he might change his tune because they played Airdrieonians this week. Won the East Kilbride.
To be fair, that should be a good game.
Aye, that will be a good game.
Listen, you can only commend them. East Kilbride, they've came from nowhere, they've come up the leagues fast. They've obviously getting the financial backing that other clubs don't have, but this is what happens. We've seen it before with Gretna. You can't go too hard too fast, or there's a big collapse coming. They've got to just take it gradually.
Well, that's what he tried to do at Darvel, and look what happened.
Exactly. So it's a dangerous game if you're flinging all this money and expecting instant success, because if it doesn't happen, all of a sudden you go down the chute quite quickly. Gretna's obviously climbed up to the Lowland League again now, but that was horrific what happened in there at a Scottish Cup final, and it's just into their own or dying. The money's not there anymore. You've got to have a substantial amount of money coming in out with a sugar daddy for me. And if it doesn't, the inevitable will happen. So the fans need to be careful.
Well, that's why I like the idea of Claybank at the time when they were reforming to go as a club, a fan-based club, where nobody with money could come in and do the exact same damage as what they done back in the kind of 90s, maybe 80s, I think, something like that. But it was a long time for us even just to recuperate a team and then try to climb up the pyramid to the Central League or something back at the time it was called, but it was where it is now. And thankfully over the years that have happened, we're back in the Lowland League, and hopefully hopefully Champ Dorsby.
You could have been in League 2 if it wasn't for bottling it the second last week. And then the sad fact that nobody got to really play the playoffs because they didn't, they didn't have the right tickets for it. Was it Linlithgow in it?
Aye, Linlithgow, aye.
I think you were winning it at half time. I actually thought you were going to do it, and then Linlithgow scored 2 goals, and it was all for nothing just to win a league because they can't go off.
It was quite frustrating, but this year, I said this year it should be easier. But will it be easier because of
this is why he's getting so much stick, by the way.
Because this year, I mean, when we were in the West Premier Division, it was hard for us just to get out of that league, and we felt quite hard done by because the season after, like the top 8 teams were going to come in anyway, so it was like, bit deflating, but it was like we done it the hard way. But
that's how we sit here laughing now, mate. So we've had another message for Davy McLeod. Johnstone Burgh spent a lot, but they've slowed down. The new manager knows the leagues and appears to be spending more wisely. Correct, and the club did come out at the start of the season here, didn't he, to say that they weren't going to be blowing a lot of money. Going to try and do it the right way and take it slow.
Yeah,
that's true.
They're obviously putting a lot of money into the stadium and stands and everything else up there. So
yeah, I like the sound of your manager. Despite the fact he likes to trust in his youth. That's the born and bred thing for me. It's,
to me, that's the way junior football always was. Bring through the youth, and then the develop. It used to be for junior football, the scouts would come, fill at St Mirren and stuff like that, and then they'd pick them up when they were good enough and take them to them, and that's how you progress in football. But the way it's gone now, they just don't seem to bother with the junior leagues or the loan leagues for dipping in for players anymore. It's all money by instant success these days. Not enough youth gets brought through in football worldwide for me now, and I think we're feeling it when we're watching World Cups now. You don't see, you know everybody. You don't see any surprises. There's out with players like Lamine Yamal, who you're not going to get every week. You don't see much youth coming through at the big games now.
The only thing he still needs to win, by the way, is the Champions League.
I know he's won everything in football apart from the Champions League, which is absolutely he's just
at the age of 19.
Just turned 19, so he'd won everything else but 18, and then he won a World Cup at 19. I was giving my youngest boy a kick in the backside. Like, you're the same age as him. What have you done in life? You're not a pat in the back for passing your driving test.
You get your finger out.
He's bought his dad a house. What have you done for me? Yes, on to League 2.
League 2. Let's see. Yep, so it's a positive start for Elgin City, winning 5-0 against Edinburgh City. I feel like it'll just be another same pattern this year for Edinburgh City. Despite their deduction points last season, I think their form is going to be no doubt same as last season. I think they'll probably be finishing somewhere like the bottom half of the league table. The Spartans, I'll be expecting them to thrive on this season and go for the title.
I think Spartans will do well this year. I really felt for Edinburgh City last year with the 15-point deduction, because was it up till like halfway through the season they could have been sitting third.
Yep.
If they, with the points they'd accumulated.
They did well based on.
They did, but we don't know if they lost a good few players towards the end because the results just went downhill. But I really felt for them, because I was like, you're out there battling every week. You've got points to be sitting third, but all of a sudden you're still bottom of the table. And then they're sitting there obviously thinking, I'm not going down with this team. So I've got a feeling a few players might have jumped ship just to avoid relegation. So I really hope they do well this year. I hate seeing that, especially that kind of level when you've got teams losing 15 points. Did they know what it was for? Was it ineligible players?
Not sure.
That's probably down to a match secretary that's a volunteer.
Yeah, I think,
is that the minus 5 points this season?
I don't know.
But the minus 5 points this season is Edinburgh City deducted 5 points as per SFA decision on clubs suffering an insolvency event.
Was that that towards the end of last season?
No, this season they're minus 5 now.
But did they not get implemented for this season?
Yeah,
because
they did, because I think it was due to eligible players, I think, that weren't registered properly.
So do you know, for me, that's most of these people are volunteers at these clubs. That's like the borough. I mean, Ricky get asked to do the secretary. Imagine Ricky register somebody right, and all of a sudden they're 15 points down, everybody hating them.
At the Scottish Cup, and they get kicked out when they're about to play Rangers or Celtic or Hearts or something.
To me, the SFA should be on top of this and helping the clubs.
Yeah.
But they don't. They just leave you taking, and they'll just hit you with fines for anything.
Okay.
It's not an easy system either. Even when we were doing the boys' clubs, they changed it, and all of a sudden you're if I even registered him yet, you're double checking, you're trying to make sure they can play on Saturday. It's horrible. And then all of a sudden, if you've played somebody and you're getting deducted points for it, 15 points is a lot of points for a season.
Aye, 100%.
Edinburgh City received 15-point deduction from the Scottish Professional Football League on August the 5th, 2025. It was triggered because the club suffered an insolvency event. That's what it was. It was nothing to do with. It was the only points they got deducted. It's not to do with any mistakes or anything.
Even that, but I mean, it's been punished for not having money. It's disgraceful.
Aye. But that's the thing with likes of these SPFL leagues. there's not much fans coming in to watch them, because I think either their tickets are too high, so it's like they need to try and somehow figure out a way to like do an offer where like bring your youth, it's like see like your sons, your daughters, whatever, bring them in for free but still pay your adult ticket, and
I think that's right through Scottish football, mate. I think I've been saying it for years. St Mirren Park, if you had a fiver for letting people in, and it was the old love sheet, was it 25,000 or something, you get in that or more, you'd get a lot more people coming to watch it, and then
of course,
you know, you make money on catering and all the rest of it, programmes, everything that's there, and you're getting a better crowd, it's a better buzz. If you're charging £30 a ticket, nobody's coming to pay £60 to watch St Mirren get beat. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I sit there depressed. It's all right for me. If you go back to the early 2000s, the Germans started to kind of go pear-shaped. They revamped their full game. Their season tickets were only like £300 for Bayern Munich. That involves free transport, trains, buses, everything to get you there. I'm sure something was, if you bought a ticket on the day, it involved getting a pint or a pie or something like that with it. They really started looking after their fans. They questioned them and they said, well, if we could take £500 off them, but that's only like an extra 3 million. What's that to a club the size of Bayern Munich? We'd rather look after the fans. And they changed the full league for this. And look, they ended up, the two teams, Bayern Munich and Dortmund, were in the Champions League final down in London. That was only then Germany went on to win the World Cup. So you've got to, the SFA for me are too greedy. You've got to revamp the full lot of football.
Of course.
For the youth right up, it's a shambles, mate. I've seen it from inside out and it's terrible.
I think that's one of the clubs in the Lowland East do actually, see when they do that offer. Berwick Rangers, they've got a good deal. It's like you buy a ticket, but I think it's like another £2, maybe £5 extra for like a free pie and a pint on the match day experience.
That's it. And
it's such a good way.
If you want to go, if you've got 3 kids and you want to go and watch a game and it's a fortune, you're not going. It's simple as that.
Of course. The
kids aren't old enough to appreciate it, so at least let kids in for free then. Do you know what I mean? To get them involved so they want to go back to watch it. But if you're paying a tenner for a kid or a fiver each kid and tapping your £20 or whatever, son, you're like, this isn't worth it.
It's like Martin Partick Thistle as well, and that in the Championship was like £26 to watch Martin Partick Thistle for an adult. Do you know what I mean? It's like for not even the top flight. So it's.
Listen, I'll get back to see the 80s in school. We weren't allowed to go up to Celtic Park yet, right? And they would come into the schools and we'd give free tickets for every class. So me and my mate Chrissy would get a free ticket each for St Mirren. His brother's a St Mirren fan, he'd drive us down, we'd jump in. We knew one of the boys, Feldersley, who would let us in and up into the coo shed. We just watched the away fans and home fans fight each other through the fence and throw stuff at each other. You know what I mean? If the game was crap, at least the banter was good, but it was always busy.
That was exactly the same as me. My first games were St Mirren games because of the free tickets.
And that got you into football and wanting to go back. You weren't paying it and you were getting to go free. This is brilliant. Snowballs, let's hit people with snowballs, keep ourselves entertained.
I think St Mirren still do that. I think they give out bundles here and there.
They do. Like, my kids to school last season, they had a season ticket, and if the parent wanted, they could have it. But it's very
limited now because of the size of the stadium.
It's 2 people, so basically my kid would need to ask for it, but it would be a waiting list. But it's a season ticket for 2 people for one school.
That's not bad. That's a good offer as well.
Better than nothing, obviously.
It's one thing I didn't understand with, see, when they moved stadiums, which I could get because they were financially in ruin. They got a lot of money. They moved the stadium, but why did they build it so small? They can get big crowds.
Of course.
St Mirren take a good away crowd. They can get 20,000 when they're playing well. I didn't understand it. And even when you're playing, your bigger clubs come to your ground, they can fill up three stands in your. You know what I mean? Put them into the main stand, give the 3 stands out like St Johnstone did, and get the money for it. I just didn't understand it.
So it's fine now with a few of the Scottish teams as well on the top flight for, they're cutting the allocations down, and I don't see a point in it at all, because if you can't fill it in with your own fans, then you're missing out on money, which can help teams like like St Johnstone or a team like Kilmarnock or so
So there's a lot of problems in Scottish football, to be honest.
Well, isn't it the one in Rangers that they've got a season ticket but don't go to the games, but the ones that genuinely want to go to the games can't go to the games because they don't have a season ticket? And it's like,
you've also got people who've maybe died and they don't give the season tickets up. so they maybe get used every now and then by other people in the family, so then you've got a waiting list growing and growing and growing.
Aye,
people
exactly.
can't get tickets. It's hard to know, it really is. It makes me wish I didn't give my season ticket up years ago. When I started having kids, I gave it up, and my cousin went and my pal went for a few years, and then I just gave it up, and now I've been in a waiting list for 6.5 years. Never even got a sniff yet. And there's only, what was that, a 0.5% turnover this year or something at Celtic?
It's something like that, mental.
Obviously, because they won it, everybody just renewed it, and there was only like 0.5% that didn't.
It'd have been interesting if Celtic had finished second. What would have turnover have been then, or third?
Thousands, absolutely, aye. It just shows you that's all down to one game.
Are they not still boycotting that whole thing about the green?
Not another penny. Well, there's this confliction with fans and who still. Until the board sort this out, it's going to be like that. Because people are like, oh, you're just spoiled, no, it's not that. It's when you're spending all this money into a club, right, and they sell your best assets every year. So like Sakun left, Jota left, Kyogo left, O'Reilly left. They're not replacing that quality with the same kind of quality. They're bringing in more £1 million players and hoping they turn into that player, and then when they do, they're selling them again. So you're not giving the manager a time to build a team, and if you're not replacing quality with quality, then your team starts diminishing. As you see, all of a sudden teams are getting as good as you, there's a chance of losing the league. And once a guy sat there and goes, we've got 80 million in the bank, we'll start spending some of it. Do you know what I mean? So that's the frustrating. It's just like, give your money. No, I will get there. We spend money we do, and then they don't do it. And here we are again, as I say, 21 players down, 2 in the door. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy as well. And they keep the season tickets, like they generally, like the last couple of years, it's increased, and you're not getting your money's worth, I don't think, as well.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? If you're like right now, as I said, you're saying we're replacing the guys with like Kyogo and O'Reilly for players that we're buying at $1 million, and we're hoping that they turn out all right. But my season ticket used to be £320 to watch Larson, Hearts and Sutton, a proper real quality team, and now it's about £600 to watch.
Doubled for watching nothing.
It's nowhere near the same quality. Then you're like, well, where's the money going? It's a frustration with the fans. If the board if they went out and spent the money and put in 10 players next week, that would be done with. They'd be like, right, well, they've done it, let's go. So it is. It's I get both sides of it. The people like, well, it's not the team back your team kind of thing. It's horrible going through it, but it's a tough board, and everybody just wants them out now, to be honest. So pushing on to the results, Cal. I think you only done one result for this.
So the League 2 for Saturday was Annan Athletic 2, Spartans 4, Clyde 3, Stranraer 1, Edinburgh City 0, Elgin City 5, Forfar Athletic 1, Celtic Hearts 0, Stirling Albion 2, and Dumbarton 0. I think there'll be another team that will struggle this year, Dumbarton. I don't see them kind of.
Have you seen their park? Their pitch is looking unbelievable. They've just had a new pitch laid out. Seemingly there's some investment, so I'm actually thinking they might turn it around a bit.
Oh, that's just another thing we need. Oh no.
Always moaning, isn't he? It's not about Clyde Bank,
because we actually play them in the KDM Evolution. It's the last game of the kind of rounds.
Oh,
so I think it's
that's in your game you get beaten.
I think it's the 6th round we play them. I think,
right.
But it's a home game anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But it's a
shame, but you'd like to go to that part. It's a cracking stadium. But the part, honestly, when we're finished the show tonight, go into Google and Google it. It looks absolutely fantastic. To me, it's one of the best parts out there in Scottish football, out in that rock.
I'll be expecting that kind of old firm kind of looking thing about it, a sellout, because it's like Dumbarton and Clydebank. It's two kind of big rivals so
small rivals.
I
don't think they've played in years as well. I can't remember the last time Dumbarton played Clydebank.
But it's not in my lifetime.
I was going to say probably before you were born.
It's not in my lifetime, so it'll be quite interesting.
So Callum messaged back in to say, I agree with my friend Callum, the teams aren't as good as they used to be, which is spot on. But even Motherwell's, Hibs, Hearts, they're nowhere near as what they used to
But
be.
did you say message in there? You said Callum message
Callum messages in, aye.
Callum?
It's one of my pals.
Ah, right, okay.
Aye.
I was confused there.
You get pals, mate? Jesus.
Aye.
His friends are only Clydebank fans.
Aye, mate. Is he a banky as well?
No, he's not actually. I don't actually know what team he supports, but
Callum,
Because you
text
don't
in,
listen to him.
text in, Callum, what team do you support?
Callum, does he bore you with all the Clydebank crap as well?
can't remember the last time I talked to him. Actually, we were like high school pals, but he was a lot older than me, and he left high school before I did, and we just never really kind of talked that often after high school. So
Aye.
weird.
So John Armour's messaged in saying, what's your favourite and least favourite away junior and lower league ground you have visited? For me, best Pollock, the worst Renfrew.
Oh, that's quite
We'll
interesting.
start with Darius because he's obviously been to a lot more than he is.
Do you know, I like Free Rovers. I know I like Free Rovers. I know it's a good bit away, but it's just got an old school to it, ground feel to it. Arfley was alright as well. I don't mind Arfley's.
I do like Arfley's, aye. Loved playing up there and all.
You know, the Kawinning as well is not too bad. There's some good ones.
For me, my favourite was Talbot. I love doing the Talbot. There's just something about it. The worst, so many. I actually need to get back to you for the worst. The worst is,
well, even though I've not been down yet, down to the south, but see, like in Newton and your Dalbeattie, they're like in a forest. They don't even have stands or green cages. It's just trees and bushes and like everything.
Sometimes that's the appeal.
Well,
got an alright social club. I know that about Dalbeattie stuff. There is some. I'm not saying my worst one.
I mean, I do hate the new Renfrew. I used to love the old Renfrew Park. The new one. Why have they done that?
I don't know the old one.
I boxed in with a fence like that. It's so small.
Aye.
Eglinton as well. They play beside Kawinning, and it's just a cage. It's there's some. It's like it's not.
I tell you, I don't know about
ideal.
junior or lower league, but my worst ever experienced away is Ayr. I hate Ayr with a passion. I think it's the worst stadium in the world. The thing is, I'm sure the guy who owns it builds stadiums.
Right.
Why has he not done something with that?
Cutting corners.
Honestly, it's horrendous. I don't know if any of you have been to it, but it's absolutely disgusting.
I mean, for me, my best stadium in the Lowland League, probably West, is either between Talbot or Pollock. I quite like Pollock. They've got a good vintage style about them. The worst one I could possibly think of is the Cali Braves. I don't like their stadium.
Really?
It's Cali Braves. It's they say they're on millions of pounds, right? But they can't fix their third light because it's like a patchy dirt bit. We played them away last season. It was during the kind of winter season, and the pitch was just so dark. It was very awful. I couldn't even see half the players that were on it, to be fair. It was shocking.
You should try some of the old amateur teams. You went to one and it was like a hill area, right? Like sitting like that, and there was a tree at the corner flag. You had to come out like a yard to hit. I can't remember where it was, but if you hit the ball up, it was rolling back down to them. It was terrible. It made like Bishops and see that.
The slope.
It made that look as though it was straight. It was awful, man. I actually posted it a good few years ago now to one of the guys I played on it. And I was like, do you remember our part last? And he's like, oh, aye, man, the tree and everything.
What's the team that played beside Benbub? Is it Anthony's? Is it Anthony's?
I said Anthony's up into that ground.
I don't like it either. See if it like really downpours and you get the really mucky grass and the puddles, and it's just like very amateur. They've
always been like a financially struggling team, mind you. A couple of boys I used to work with played with them. Everything's volunteers with that club. I think that was the club as well. Celtic helped too. That's why they were green and white. They gave them strips now to start with and all this.
That's right.
But I think that's a club that will stay like that forever, to be honest.
I don't think they even had facilities either. It was just,
I think,
an entrance.
St Anthony's, you could get a bit. No, I think St Anthony's, they've not got a social club, but you can go into like the wee hut and get a pie, but you can get like cans behind the bar, but it's not like a social club. You can just take your can and
Callum's text back in to say Cowan and Rangers, his favourite. Clydebank's okay. The worst is Ayr. Aye, I totally agree with him. Ayr is. You need to go. Is it Somerset Park it's called in there, isn't it?
Somerset Park.
It's honestly, you need to go. It's just terrible.
No, I would agree with him and not Cali Braves. Cowan Rangers. They've got a good setup.
It's a great setup, yeah.
They've got a few sheltered stands, but they've got a seated stand as well. It's like in a kind of oval, like half sphere kind of.
I honestly
shape. It's quite
thought
nice
that they would be the first junior team to jump up to the big leagues. Their fan base, see when they get places, I mean, they take to like Scottish Cup finals 10,000 plus and all that. They have got some backing, and I think they would do really well if they get up to the top leagues.
100%.
So Ricky's wanting to play. We'll do this before we get into long less because we're running out of time. So I'm going to play.
By the way, don't forget about me. I wrote it down so I didn't forget. Quickly, Darvel's my favourite.
Sorry, Ricky.
Darvel's my favourite home, but I've not been to many away games. But Darvel is my favourite, and the way is Largs, because just that when we went down for the. Remember, you and I went down. They locked us away like as if we were a bit of meat.
It was a proper segregation.
Aye.
When even gives an ice cream van stuck all the food there at their end.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. Doesn't matter if Largs were to build a brand new 50,000 seater stadium with heated seats and everything. I'll always hate that stadium.
That's a good point. Actually, I was at Bonnie Riggs ground last season, and they actually charged the away fans £1 extra for like pies and cans of juice and stuff.
You're joking?
No, seriously, no joke.
That was just the bankies.
It was all clubs. It was like their home support had the cheaper like pies, cans, you name it, but the away fans, whoever it will be, had £1 extra for whatever they wanted. And I'm like, that's quite slick actually. It is.
Right, I'm going to quickly play the Stevie Farrell interview, the Borough manager. Before we hit the break, all right?
I mean, I've got to be delighted at the end. I'm finding out, we've only been in 6 weeks, and I said that to them at half time, and I said that again to them at full time. You're finding out when you come into a new club and with new players and a new group of players, you're always finding out about them as individuals and collective group for probably a few months, and you're finding out different things. And today I found out something different about them, you know, with the action from losing a goal so early. And I watched the Clydebank game back here at the weekend, during the week, and Celtic are a very, very good side, and they proved that again today. They moved the ball so well, technically they're so good. So ultimately we're disappointed to lose that goal so early, but it was the reaction. You know, we had a wee period after that, 10-15 minutes, where we just couldn't give our press right, and we had to dig in and get through that period. And there's games you're going to have to do that this season. And then ultimately when we did that, I thought we finished the half strong. We scored a really, really good goal, and I liked the way we finished the half and that reaction to the goal. And then second half we start as we finished the first half, and I thought, to be fair, up until Isaac got sent off, it was a really good game of football, but I thought we were strong in the game. And then when Isaac gets sent off, you've got to go and do another part of the game. Do you know, you're down to 10 men, and ultimately you've got to go and defend your box. You've got to go and defend that central area of the pitch and invite them wide with that 10 men, and then try and stop crosses into the box. And I thought we did that magnificently well. So really, really proud of them, and it's a really valuable point with everything considered.
Yeah, and so the Albion Rovers next week at home.
Yeah. Listen, different game. I said that to them the other night there after we beat Troon. There's no two games of football that are ever the same. Do you know, and we're ultimately now, we've got to go and prepare this week in terms of a good week training, no midweek game this week, so we can get back in. We'll get the reports done, and Albion Rovers, see them over the weekend, and then we'll start working towards them, do you know, in training this week.
Yeah, that's good. Finally, a word for the supporters. The game gave us good back in the day.
Yeah, excellent. Do you know, it's obviously the first time I've been there, and in terms of our away ground, obviously it was excellent on Wednesday night. I thought it was a fantastic crowd on Wednesday night, and they were really vocal and really supported the lads, and it was good to experience that away fixture today. Do you know, them in the stands right behind us, and I thought they, do you know, particularly when the lads went down to 10 men, I thought they gave them everything, and you could hear them, you know, cajoling and supporting them, and that's credit to them, and I'm sure they'll go up the road seeing their team, you know, fight like they did do in that second half when we went down to 10 men, and be really proud of them also.
Yeah.
So that was Steve Farrell. He wasn't talking about tactics as much as mentality. He feels the draw at Celtic B proved that this Borough side is resilience and character, particularly after conceding so early in the game and playing the final stages with 10 men. What are you thinking?
Well, I made the trip down to last week. It was the Borough versus Troon, and to be fair, it was not the best of games. To be fair, it was like hoofball between the two teams, and try to string passes along wasn't clicking. But I made the trip down to the Celtic B versus Johnstone, and it was just a different team altogether. It was the same 11 that I seen playing Troon, and they played so differently down at Airdrie compared to the game against Troon at home.
I always feel, but see, when you play these teams away in Ayrshire, how cold it is, the wind, all these things all can hang me as well into the game. I always find it difficult playing football down there. I don't know what it is, but these teams really use home advantage for themselves. So I think any kind of result down there is brilliant. And I honestly thought Troon would have beat them the first game. So,
I mean, I said after the game down at Airdrie that Kyle Lafferty wasn't really up to much. He was quite slow. There was even a challenge at one point where, you know, it kind of just led up to the Borough's goal, unfortunately, but it was Lafferty that still put his butt in basically into the Celtic player, and he actually had to get stretched off on a stretcher. But it was just like, why was that not a foul?
I mean, I didn't expect him to get another year. Age, injuries, it's all taking its toll now. Maybe kicking out in frustration because he can't keep up anymore. I don't know. I've not seen him in a wee while, but it was a strange one for me getting an extra, because when we interviewed him, well, we were in the press conference with him before the final. He was talking about last year would be his last year. He had the kids, what was it, the youth development thing he's going up there. He was just planning and doing that and taking himself like through his badges and stuff, and probably getting onto a managerial career for himself. So I'm actually really shocked that he's playing this season, to be honest.
I didn't expect him to stay on,
and it's probably still a lot of wages are paying out for him. So
another thing to pick on was Mason's red card. I think it was rightly deserved. I can't remember what his first challenge was to receive a yellow, but his red card was rightly deserved. He kicked the ball in a ball away and he mouthed off to the referee.
Ooh, look at you, it was well deserved.
It was quite.
To be fair, mate, you've been in more Borough games than me this season. You're more a fan than me.
All I could hear was that the Borough's bench going mental at him. It was like quite hilarious to watch. But
well, see, when you've been 1-0 down, you clock back to 1 each. The last thing you want to do is go into 10 men. You know what's coming after that. It's back to the walls. It's as John Armour said, they were battering us, and it was just holding on. And you've got to do it, but it's so frustrating when a player gets sent off when you know it's a kind of even game and you still got a chance to maybe nick a win, and then all of a sudden you know, right, the win's out the question, it's holding on to a draw. So I think that's what he's talking about with resilience. Holding on for a draw is a great point at the end of the day, especially when they did batter Clydebank 6-1. You're thinking, geez, that could be us next week. So, and it was into 10 men, and you think they could score 3 goals quick here and absolutely hammer us. So for me, definitely. But we're going to a wee quick break and we'll be back. And we tick.
Alpha Taxis Johnstone are a local family-run taxi company. All our staff and drivers are friendly, professional, and most importantly, we care about how you travel. We provide a safe, reliable, and friendly service to Johnstone and the surrounding areas. Alpha Taxis Johnstone have been serving the area for over 50 years. Travel with Alpha Taxis Johnstone, Johnstone's #1 taxi company. Call 01505 331 444 or visit alphataxisjohnston.com to download our app or to book online. Alpha Taxis Johnstone. We care. Call 01505 331 444 today.
Reach Pharmacy offer all the medicines and healthcare essentials you'd expect, including allergy and weight loss advice and assistance, ear health and travel and COVID testing. Reach Pharmacy also have your toiletries, travel and sun care, first aid, supplements, plus baby and pet care too, and with branches in Howwood, Elderslie, Speightstown and Johnstone Castle, as well as Glasgow and Gartcosh. Award-winning Reach Pharmacy is your local pharmacy for great service and advice. Click on reachpharmacy.com or find them on Facebook.
Groomies and Zoomies is Johnston's newest dog grooming salon, located at 7 Thornhill. We provide full grooms, bespoke grooming packages, nail clipping, walk-in services, and specialise in nervous or anxious dogs. We offer a free pick-up and drop-off service within Johnston too. So give your fur baby that VIP treatment and book your appointment today on 07867 528 693 or pop in for a free consultation. Groomies and Zoomies, Johnston's #1 dog grooming salon.
So, what makes your business sound so successful?
Constant calls for our products and services.
Well, yes, but...
Our till. It never stops ringing.
Of course that, but...
Orders flying in, just as fast as we can get them out.
Okay, but to help you get your business sounding successful in the first place, find out about an affordable, effective and ear-catching advertising campaign on this radio station.
For details, click on johnstonesound.com, then advertise.
Got that? Good.
Catch RP every Thursday from 12 till 2 p.m. in her show, Your Beat. Let's play it.
Now open, the brand new Specsavers store in the heart of Johnston for all your eye care and hearing needs. With 4 testing rooms, the latest facilities and a range of services, including eye health checkups, glasses, contact lenses and hearing checks, our team at Specsavers Johnston are ready to care for you. Visit us in store at 5 William Street. Call 01505 801 872 or find out more and book online at specsavers.co.uk. Then search for Johnston.
Have your business. You have everything all set. Now it's time to let your customers know you're here too. Grab 99 ads for £99. Yes, that's right. 99 ads for £99. Fully produced, no hidden extras. Email onair@johnstonesound.com or call 01505 367 602.
The power of radio. Bad weather. At the racetrack. In the shower. Oh, sorry. All things that never actually happened. While listening, you pictured them all, didn't you? You see, radio uses the theatre of the mind. It has a one-to-one connection with every person listening. So, if you want to get your business message across, then there is really no more intimate, creative or cost-effective way than using radio.
So, to find out more about advertising on Johnston Sound, email onair@johnstonesound.com.
And we won't send our fire-breathing, water-boiling, toaster-popping crowd over to see you. Yeah, and once again, that's not real. Radio advertising. Try it today.
It's Wednesday evening. You're listening to Scoreboard Spotlight on Johnstone Sound, coming live from Johnston at 6 p.m. So here are your hosts, the top team: Callum Carmichael, Davy Welsh and Ricky Kelly.
And Darius. Ricky will get on that this week, I'm telling you.
I made just one. I made one there, but I didn't have the music in the background. I have to do that in the computer.
I'll chase him up. We need to get one for the second half as well, because it's still saying 6 o'clock, Ricky. He runs about doing nothing all week anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're going over to Darius for his rebite. He's going to tell us about, he does spin the wheel to see what game he'll be going to this week. So tell us about last week and then we'll do the wheel spin.
Yeah, so last week I was at on Saturday there I was at Dunnipace versus Musselburgh in the Lowland League East. Quite a good game actually between the two teams. They came up from the East of Scotland leagues.
You said that quite aggressively. Musselburgh.
It was a good game. Great wee ground, Westfield Park.
What was the final score?
Musselburgh won 3-1, scored 2 late goals. But it was a good game. Good wee ground, so thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good. Well, let's find out what your next experience is. Hopefully somewhere you've not been before.
Yeah, I was say there's a lot of teams that we've got in the wheel. You know, we've got some teams that are in the new West of Scotland 4th League, Castlemilk, Edelwood. You know, we could get them. We've got the Lowland League West. We've got the likes of, you know,
2 or 3 Laura.
We've got Borough.
Teams.
We've got Renfrew. We've got Clydebank. So, yeah, all ready to go. So, let's see where I am going to.
Let's do it.
All right.
Ricky's filming this for proof. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there's a jump there.
The team has been announced, folks. We have got our team for Saturday, so we're going to Lanark United, a ground I've not been to yet, so jump down to Lanark.
Oh, that sounds good.
What's the game? Who are they playing?
I'll just double check just to see who Lanark are playing. Let's see.
At least it's not too far as well. It's an hour away.
I can get a train down as well, which is not too bad, I don't think so.
Campbelltown will be the killer.
Lanark playing Whitlets.
Lanark, Whitlets, Victoria.
So that should be a good game.
Hopefully be a good game. That new ground to tick off as well, so happy with that.
So what he does a podcast for this as well on the day, so tell people what you can watch it on.
So I've got a footy page called Dara's Footy Days, so when I do the wheel spinner, and I'll kind of just preview the game, how the two teams are getting on, and then I've started doing pie reviews this season as well. So,
are you on all platforms or?
So my Dara's Footy Days is on Instagram as well. I've only got an Instagram page for it at the minute, but definitely look at getting it into other platforms. It should be good.
Should really get into TikTok with it, I think.
Aye.
TikTok's big on it. There's a few people doing on there. And
I was more thinking YouTube, like a kind of more
I feel
mainstream.
YouTube's fading now unless you go big on it. I think it's harder to get viewers on it unless you're kind of.
Because I know, like, if you're going to be really successful at it, you know, like would you call him Footy Adventures? That kind of ginger boy. He travels around Europe and stuff. Like, he does it big time. But like, you could do like a very kind of Scottish version of it.
Oh, definitely. There's nothing stopping you doing anything these days, to be fair.
Exactly.
And see, the thing is, I mean, the perks he gets now because people know him is unbelievable.
Exactly.
I hope you enjoy that, mate. That'll be good.
It should be a good game. Looking forward to it. New ground to tick off as well. So
I've never even seen this place either, so it'll be interesting to see it.
Yeah.
I like to see. Though I need to delete one of your Instas. I've got you an Insta and I pop on, and then it's like the same story again on your, because you've got 2 pages in it.
Yeah. I'll share it onto my main page as well. So
I end up watching the story twice. So do Callum take it away. It is the Lowland Leagues.
Alright, so
wait a minute, we need to do it.
So the 1st of August, which was a Saturday, as follows: Albion Rovers 0, Largs Thistle 2, Caledonian Braves 6, Cumnock Juniors 3, Celtic B 1, Johnstone Burgh 1, Cumnock Colts 2, Renfrew 2, Dalbeattie Star 0, Pollock 2, Kilwinning Rangers 1, Beath Juniors 2, Newton Stewart 0, Auchinleck Talbot 9, Troon 4 and
9?
Gretna 1. Yeah, that's what I don't understand about the South teams. Like, we'll probably come on to that in a wee minute. For the upcoming fixtures, the 8th of August, as follows: Auchinleck Talbot will play Cumbernauld Colts, Beath Juniors will be at home against Caledonian Braves, Clydebank will play Troon, Gretna 2008s will play Kilwinning Rangers, Johnstone Burgh will play Albion Rovers, Largs Thistle will play Dalbeattie Star, Newton Stewart will play Pollock, Renfrew will play Celtic B. So, on to my point about the South teams. I don't think there's much quality in the South. It's a bit unfair for the South to challenge for the West teams. It's a bit one-sided. I think it's proven a point.
You think down south, but with the population compared to up here, it's going to always be hard. It's like anywhere playing against London or Manchester, they've got the higher populations to, you know, it's always more difficult. But it's a Challenge will probably rally. Still probably love it. Well, we know how good we'll be when we play one of these teams. We used to be the same school football. You go and play like Glasgow teams.
Aye.
You knew you were in for a battle. If the name was Joker or Duntoka, you knew it was in for a fight as well. So it was always a good experience because they were all better class. So you're getting, if you beat them, then you know you had a chance of the cups.
Yeah. And because the results didn't mention Clydebank, they were actually in a free week, so it was
getting over their defeat.
It was a recovery. It was quite a long recovery for them.
Callum needed that week off, didn't you?
Definitely.
Need that week off to go and see the mighty Borough.
And put yourself through it again. I can't leave you wait to watch Celtic B the week after.
I know. Aye. Okay, it is what it is. Into the east of the Lowland, the 1st of August as follows: Berwick Rangers 0, Hillabeath Hawthorn 2, Bonnyrigg Rose 1, Brecon City 2. What a game that would have been, by the way. Yeah. Clash of Titans there. Roxburgh Athletic 3, Lockheed United 0, the Civil Service Strollers 3, Cowdenbeath 2, Dunapace 1, Musselburgh Athletic 3, East Stirlingshire 2, Stirling University 0, Gallifreydine Rovers 1, Boness United 3, and last but not least, Trinent 1, Linlithgow Rose 0.
That's a good game, that.
Yep.
Does Winnie's not get Trinent on to win that league?
I think I said Trinent.
I think you did.
Yeah.
Can I just say quickly before we jump on, we forgot to give the Premiership fixtures for next week. On Saturday it'll be Dundee home to Aberdeen, St Mirren home to St Johnstone, Kilmarnock home to Celtic, Motherwell home to Falkirk, Hearts Dundee United, and Rangers Hibs all on a Sunday. Should be a good weekend.
Oh, it's a tough prediction this week.
It will be.
3 different kick-offs on Sunday. If you like football, you get 3 games to watch. 1:30, 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock.
It's good for TV, but I hate the staggered kick-offs, you know that? I used to love a Saturday where everybody played and you ran home to see what the scores were if you weren't at the games. And
it's actually good that it's all on Sky Sports. That's what I love about it.
Well, I hate Sky Sports.
It's all good.
They're the ones that created the financial.
Sports.
Aye, they created the financial divide through football for me and totally ruined it. But
I mean, not that I've experienced the Celtic or the Rangers TV, but apparently you can get some good comedy off it. Apparently, with the commentators.
The commentators on the Rangers TV are legendary, mate. Honestly, sometimes even it's a Celtic Rangers game, sometimes I will listen to them just because they're so funny. One of them gets so tied up in it where you can hear the heartbreak and the emotions through his, and you're like, you're only meant to be commentating, mate.
You're a saddle.
That's where the thing became for. What's the goalie doing, Tom? All that, it's just so funny. But they're good. It's Celtic TV I found. It used to be, what do you call him, Lisbon Lion, Hingme Craig. He used to do it and it was dead boring and dross. It's got a bit better, but you don't get the comedy value like Rangers TV for me. And do you remember Sky used to do this as well? It was the fans. I remember that, like, see when you go to commentary, like, see if you watch a Celtic Rangers game,
right?
You could go and listen to normal commentary, but there's a bit you could press in the buttons. And it was 2 fans commentating, and they would get each other stinking. Blast never a thought what you talking about. It was just 2 fans commentating the game, and it was so funny.
I remember that. Remember they also used to, at one point, they used to have a player cam. They'd usually be the captain or something, and it's just that camera would follow that person the whole time.
They've tried a few things, to be fair, but
I've never tried. I've never seen it like that. That's quite interesting.
Callum says sorry, but I agree about Sky Sports, but I don't know if he's agreeing with me or Callum. But so anything else on the Lowlands before we jump into predictions?
Not really, no. I can see maybe the upcomings for the East. For the 8th, there we go. So Boness United will play the Civil Service Strollers. Bonnyrigg Rose will be at home against East Stirlingshire. Brecon City will play Berwick. Bit of a travel there. Cowdenbeath will play Broxburn. Hillabeath Hawthorn will play Dunapace. Linlithgow Rose will play Gallifreydine Rovers. Lockheed United will play Musselburgh Athletic. Stirling University versus Trinent. I would quite like to be a Cowdenbeath fan.
You can always be one, mate. You can
I know it was a bit random out there, but there's a reason for it, because they've got a nice Indian buffet.
Oh, I was going to say
that to you
something to do with the food.
I mentioned that to you folk. It was so good. It kind of beats your pie stall any time of the day for Cowan Booth.
It's quite strange, actually. That's quite cool. It's strange and cool.
It's like an Indian buffet all day kind of thing. But I was there. I don't know if it was just like a match offer or something, but it just seemed too good to be true. The prices of it was just like, why is it so cheap? But I was like, you know what? I'll not argue with it.
It's mainly about the fitback, Callum. Right, let's get into the predictions.
Can I just say before you?
No, you can't.
Callum didn't hear us talking earlier on. I went with Darius actually. I had a prediction that Celtic B beat Clydebank, then Celtic B drew with Johnstone Burgh, and my prediction is that Renfrew is going to beat them.
I think so as well.
Renfrew's had such a bad start, but I think they're going to beat them. What do you think?
That day, I think Renfrew 2 or 3-1.
Is that because our guy McCoy will pull him?
Oh, he's signed for him now. He's official.
That's what I mean.
Not that. I just think just on the cards. There's no reason for it. I just think that's what it'll be. And they've had a terrible start to the season, and they'll beat Celtic. I just think that's what will happen.
Interesting.
Well, we'll soon find out, folks. So let's do it. So it is tight. Start with the Premier predictions. Dundee v Aberdeen. I'm going for a 3-1 away win for Aberdeen.
Yep. I'll agree. Not the same score though. I think it'll be a 2-0 Aberdeen.
I'll go for 2-0 as well, Aberdeen.
I'm going to go for 2-1 Aberdeen. I think Aberdeen will win, but I think Dundee looked okay at times actually against Celtic. Defended well, but
I just think Aberdeen are a different animal this year.
Yeah,
I've got a feeling they'll be up there. St Mirren v St Johnstone, I think it's going to be a great game. I've went for 2 each.
I think it'll be a loss for the Saints. I think it'll be a
the Saints.
I think
St Mirren v St Johnstone.
Didn't think of that. No, I think St Johnstone will win 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
I'll do the opposite of Callum, and I'll go for St Mirren 2-0. I really don't know what way it'll go, so I think it'll be an outright winner, so I'll go for St Mirren 2-0.
Darius?
I'm going to go for 1-1. I think it'll be a draw.
1-1. Kilmarnock v Celtic. I think it's going to be a tough game. I think Celtic will just find a way and win 2-1.
Because I'm thinking Rangers are playing Hibs and Rangers will want the 3 points, so Celtic will need to catch up with them, so I think it will be a Celtic win 3-1.
I'll go.
A lot of thought went into that.
See, this is what I do. I think too much into it, and then it just turns out not the right prediction. But
I'll go with my heart and say Kilmarnock 2, Celtic 1.
2-1.
Darius breathing through the lips here.
I'm going to go for 1-0 Celtic. I don't think it'll be another game that'll be. I think Kilmarnock will get chances, but Celtic will just maybe have enough to get the points.
Maybe Celtic wouldn't be used to Kilmarnock's fancy new grass.
Yeah, that's true.
That might actually suit them. I'm looking forward to this. They used to. It so annoys me. They had a great grass park.
You always go on about that. You always say that they had one of the best in the league.
I hope it's as good. Motherwell v Falkirk. I went 3-0 Motherwell.
Yep, I'll go with a comfortable 2-0 Falkirk.
Falkirk?
No, sorry, Motherwell. Sorry.
You can go 2-0 Falkirk if that's what you think. But
No. I think Motherwell will do well. 2-0.
Wait and see, this Falkirk will win 2-0. But I said it. You need to go with your first answer.
Okay.
I'll go for 2-0 Motherwell.
I'm going to go for 4-1 Motherwell.
4-1?
Yeah.
Hearts v Dundee United. I've got a feeling Dundee United are going to beat them, but I've went 2-1 Hearts just because it's home advantage.
I think it'll be a 2-2.
I'll go for 1-0.
I'm going to go for 2 each as well. Same with Callum. I think it'll be a great game at Tynecastle.
I definitely think so. I just think home advantage at Hearts. I don't know if he's ever been, but Tynecastle, it's like you're right on top of you.
Yeah.
It's the best away ground for me in the league. I do think they get a lot of home advantage at their fans. enough to see them through a lot of games. Rangers v Hibs, I've went for a 2-1 win Rangers. I think it's going to be really, really tight as well.
I can only see it being a draw again. I think it'll be 1-1.
I'll go for 2-2.
Tricky.
No, I'm saying what I think the score will be.
I'll go 1-0 Rangers. It'll be close.
I think so. I think again, home advantage, get something to prove after the first game. I think it'll just sneak
I'll
it.
take Darius' score though. I'll go, hopefully he gets the points for the league.
But you know, like my 2-1 win though.
I like his better because it's a clean sheet.
So into the Championship, East Fife v Cove Rangers. I've went 0-0. No scoreboard.
Where is it?
East Fife.
I think you're maybe on the wrong thing here.
Yeah, I'm on the Championship.
It's Partick versus Livingston's the first game.
I've went into League One.
So Partick versus Livingston. It'll be a close one. I think it'll be a 1-1.
I'll go for. I think you still do your prediction, Davey, if you're not.
I just keep hang on now.
Right.
So was it Partick v Livy?
Yes, aye.
Right, so I'm going to go 3 each.
Oof.
Goals galore.
Possible. I think it'll be a tight game.
What did you say, Callum?
I said 1-1. That'll be a draw.
I'm going to go for 2-1 Partick Thistle.
2-1 Partick.
I'm going to go for 3-2 Partick.
3-2.
I was actually thinking about that score actually.
What's the next one?
Arbroath versus Inverness CT.
I'm going to go 2-0 Arbroath.
I'll go 2-1 Inverness.
I'll need to choose Inverness as well because you've said Arbroath's going to win, Davey. So that means I'm going to lose. And I'll go for 2-0 Inverness.
I'm going to go for 2-1 Arbroath.
Next one, Ricky. I'll kill.
Dunfermline Athletic will play Ayr United.
Oh, I'm going to go 3-2 Dunfermline.
I'll go with a 2-1 Ayr.
I'll go for 2-1 Ayr as well.
I'll go for 1-0 Ayr.
And then the next one is Queen's Park will play Wraith Rovers.
I think that's going to be a 0-0.
I think it'll be why not 1-0 to Queen's Park.
They home, yeah.
Yeah, they're at home, yeah.
I'll go for 2-1 Queen's Park.
I'm going to go 0-0 as well, same as you, Davey. I think it'll be
Snowboard.
Yeah.
And the last one is
Stenhouse Muir will play Green at Morton.
A sneaky 2-1 win for Morton.
I think it'll be 1-1, a draw.
1-0 Stenhouse Muir.
I'm going to go for 2-1 Steny. I think they've got a good point against Wraith Rovers. I think they can kick on from it. So
I don't know what I've done there, Ryan, doing the League One fixtures.
I think Steny will 1-2-1.
Right, so that's the predictions done for this week. We'll need to get the one on WhatsApp done for the juniors. If John's listening, can you stick it in when you've got a minute and put yours in, and we'll all get in it?
So we'll remember.
Aye.
Have I put mine in? I can't mind.
No, nobody's done it for this one coming up.
Oh, have they no?
Did we not?
I don't think so, no.
We did it days ago.
You sure? Maybe we haven't, I don't know.
I think we did, aye.
Since we're on so many things,
he's
man,
further up our backside than Ricky these days.
Darius keeps forgetting his. He's like quite a few games behind now.
I think I might just need to resend it every time each week.
You're a bit slow there, Darius. It's hard to keep up with all.
I'm only joking about Darius. It's just half the time I forget. Well, she's going to remind me. Baby.
Then I can't even get the thing right myself. So what are we on to next then?
It's the West Premier.
Oh, you've got the Highland League. Is that kicked off yet?
Well, yeah. I didn't think I was going to.
Shall we let Ricky call it the results?
Yeah. Why not? Let's have some old time sake.
Ricky loves the Highlands. Wait to hear this, Darius. It's brilliant. Big deep breaths, Ricky.
So the Highland League. So Saturday the 1st of August was Bucky 7, Banks OD 2, Devonvale 1, Turford United 2, Formite United 1, Bora 4, Huntley 1, Clackett Cluddon 6, Invergordon 1, Lossiemouth 2, Inverurie 3, Fours 3, Keith 1, Nairn 1, and Roffs 0, Fraserburgh 7, and Wick 0, Strathspey 2.
Just as well we cannot take a line down this show.
And
well done, Ricky.
Coming up, actually playing just now. They'll actually get a round of games today. Actually,
is there?
Yeah.
You want me to do this one?
Nah, go for it.
Right, okay. So Banks of D will play Inverurie Local Works. Brora Rangers will play Wick Academy. Clacknacuddon will play Invergordon. Fraserburgh will play Keith. Huntley will play Devonvale. Lossiemouth will play Rothes. Nairn County will play Forest Mechanics. Strathspey Thistle will play Bucky Thistle. Turf United will play Formartine United.
What music are you playing in the background, Davey?
Oh, it's been out the snooker.
That's what I was wondering. Is it because I snookered it?
You nailed it, mate. I need to get a nail gun, man. Oh, mate, that makes my week. That's been a while if he's done that, hasn't it?
So top of the table is
Phil
Bucky.
Darris is sitting there like, what's happening?
I'm not very good at pronunciations.
To be fair, unless you know the teams, it's no easy. Oh, class.
Bucky Thistle, Bora Rangers and Lossiemouth are all at the top in 6 points, and bottom of the table is Devonvale, Wick Academy, Huntley and Rofs.
So the pool league's starting in a week tomorrow. The AGM is on Monday. We'll keep everybody up to date. I'm sure there's maybe 4 or 5 new teams coming into it, so it might end up 3 leagues. The new format should be out soon, so we'll keep everybody up to date next week. Don't know about the dart season starting yet. We'll need to figure that one out. Callum's wee brother will need to tell him when the ice hockey's starting.
Actually, yes.
Oh, he's listening to him for once.
That actually starts back up in September.
Does it? Right, there you go. So it's no long for that as well. Still need to get summed in for the Bulls. They've never get back to us.
Aye, well, I'll do some chasing up.
If there's anybody out there who wants their whatever they play to be announced on here and talked about, get in touch with us. Any sport,
absolutely,
any pub game, anything at all, Domino, anything at all you want spot out there. It's a local community radio show, so it's for everybody. If you also want to come on to talk about it, let us know. We'll get you booked in, because we'll need to get some guests booked in as well, Ricky boy.
Yep, well, I'm hoping to get some managers from women's football in. I was telling you about it earlier on, so that's quite exciting. Well, before we start the next league, I just want to mention actually that there's a big derby game this week. There's Bishopton versus Renfrew. Not Renfrew, sorry, St Mirren. So basically Bishopton came up from Tier 5 to T4, and St Mirren's already in T4. So they're going to be playing each other for the first time, and 2 pretty good teams. So we'll see how that goes. They're playing Sunday, if anyone is interested, and they play in Fegasley.
So you were saying this is like 1 league away from being against Celtic, Rangers, Glasgow City?
Aye, well, Tier 1 is the kind of big women's teams we know, right. Rangers, Celtic, Glasgow City FC. Then you've got Tier 2. Then Tier 3 is the Barclaycard Premier, then Championship. So they sit in T4, they sit in the Championship. Yeah. Renfrew is probably the biggest women team in the area. They are in this Tier 2, they're in the second division.
Right.
The one after the ones where Rangers, Celtic and Glasgow City sit.
Also, thanks to John Armour, who messaged into the WhatsApp to say we've done the LLW scores already. So I was talking rubbish.
I'm pretty sure I've already put it into the computer.
I know he does it quite early, so he's probably done it. We've just done it. Somebody's just messaged into the group chat to say,
well, while that's happening,
go Bishopton near me. It's Callum's pal. Callum's that where he stays there?
Bishopton, must be.
What did Callum say?
He just says, go Bishopton, that's near me.
The ice hockey, the Glasgow Clans start in 17 days as well. It's on the Sunday the 23rd, starting back up at the Braehead Arena.
Right.
So that'll be the first game against Dundee Stars.
I hope you're going to show support, Cal.
No.
It's only my brother.
So he actually plays in a kind of uni league. I can't mind the name yet, but I'll figure it all out definitely for September.
Right, so on to the West of Scotland Juniors, if you want to take it away, Callum.
Right, so the West of Scotland Premier Division from Saturday, the 1st of August, as follows. Ardrossan Winton Rovers 5 shots 2, Benburb 1, Arthurlie 2, Darvel 2, St Cadox 2, Irvine Meadow 1, Kilburnie 2, Kirkintilloch Robbroy 1, Hulliford 1, Rutherglen Glencairn 0, St Rocks 0, Vale of Clyde 0, Drumchapel 2, and for the upcoming in the Premier, Arthurlie will play St Cadox, Benburb will play Kirkintilloch Robbroy, Drumchapel will play Ardrossan Winton Rovers, Glenafton will play Rutherglen, Hullford United will play Vale of Clyde, Kilburnie will play Cumbernauld United, Shotts will play Irvine Meadow, and St Rocks will play Darvel. In the first division, Blantyre Victoria 2, Threave Rovers 5, Cambuslang Rangers 0, Gart Cairn 3, Lasmehago Juniors 2, Neilston 2, Maryhill 3, Lanark 0, Maple Juniors 1, Bellshill Athletic 5, Thorn 0, Kilsyth 1, Thornywood United 0, Bonnyton Thistle 2. And for their upcoming fixtures for the first division, we've got a 1 o'clock kick-off. It's an early kick-off. Peterhill will play Thornywood United, and then your normal times at 2. Bellshill Athletic will play Blantyre Victoria, Bonnyton Thistle will play Cambuslang Rangers, Gart Cairn will play Thorn, Lanark United will play Whitlets, Lasmehago Juniors will play Maple, Neilston will play Kilsyth Rangers, and Threave Rovers will play Maryhill. In the second division, from the results, Ashfield 0, Port Glasgow Juniors 3, Craig Mark Bontonians 2, Finnar 3, Dalry Thistle 2, Easterhouse 1, Glasgow United 1, Girvan 1, Glasgow University 3, Forth Wanderers 0, Greenock Juniors 1, Yoker Athletic 3, Kilsyth Athletic 0, Knightswood 6, Larkhall Thistle 0, Adair Thistle 1. And into the upcoming for the second, Adair Thistle will play Kilsyth Athletic, Easterhouse will play Glasgow United, Finnart will play Larkhall Thistle, Forth Wanderers will play Craig Mark Montonians, Girvan will play Glasgow University, Greenock Juniors will play Dalry Thistle, Knightswood will play Ashfield. And then into the third division for the results, East Kilbride YM 5, Newmains United 0, Giffnock 2, East Kilbride Thistle 4, Glasgow Pershire 4, St Anthony's 1, Kello Rovers 1, Carluke Rovers 4, Lugar Boswell Thistle 0, Vale of Leven 3, Royal Albert 5, Irvine Victoria 1, Saltcoats Victoria 1, Eglinton 2, West Park United 1, Glenvale 2. For their upcoming fixtures for the third division, East Kilbride Thistle will play Glasgow Pershire, Eglinton will play West Park United, Glenvale will play Giffnock, Irvine Victoria will play East Kilbride YM, Newmains United will play Kello Rovers, Saltcoats Victoria will play Carluke Rovers, St Anthony's will play Lugar Boswell Thistle, Vale of Leven will play Royal Albert. And then into the fourth division for results, it's Annbank United 3, Wishaw 6, Campbelltown Pupils 1, Rossvale 2, Edelwood 2, Castlemilk 1, Gartcosh United 3, St Patrick's FP 2. And then the upcoming fixtures for the 4th Division as follows. Castlemilk will play St Patrick's FP, Edelwood will play Annbank United, Rossvale will play Gartcosh United, Wishaw will play Campbelltown Pupils, and there was a cup fixtures last week in the West was the Scottish Gas Scottish Cup preliminary round 1. We had Thorn Athletic take it up to penalties against Stonehaven, and Stonehaven won 3-2 on penalties against Glenafton. So Stonehaven will go through into the next one. I believe it'll be preliminary round 2. Next one we had Hawick Royal Albert 1, Pennycook Athletic 2. Shortlet's Amateurs went into extra time against Dundee North End, and it went 3-2 to Dundee North End. Next one, St Andrews United, they managed to win 2-1 against Jeanfield Swifts. And last one is Whitlett's Victoria, managing to win 1-0 against Sochi. And that's our football roundup for this week.
That's a roundup for all the junior football. Davy McLeod takes in to say my local ladies team is Johnstone Burgh. Us too, mate, us too. How are they getting on, Ricky, do you know?
I think they're kind of non-existent just now. They're just kind of like they're doing an appeal for more players and things, but I don't think anything really much has came.
Wasn't it not this season they were trying to get into the league because they get knocked back last season?
I don't know the full ins and outs, mate. I know people chucked it and all that, but it's hard going getting off the ground. It really is. But fair play to them if they're keeping in there, and hopefully they get into the league for this season. So Division 1, Thorn Athletic are back on the road this Saturday as they travel to MTC Park to face Gartcairn in the West of Scotland First Division.
That'll be a good game.
It's a landmark fixture for Johnstone side, with the clubs meeting for the very first time. It'll also be the Thorns' first visit to MTC Park since joining the West of Scotland Football League. Derek McMillan's side will be looking to return to winning ways after they're suffering their first defeat of the season last week. They lost 1-0 at home to Kilsyth. I heard it was a decent game as well. That result ended in an impressive start to the campaign, which had seen Thorn record back-to-back victories over Cambuslang Rangers and Neilson, doing really well. I mean, Neilson's an established club, up there. Probably favourites last year to actually win the league, but fell away. I heard it was just about a disaster halfway through the season. Derek was asked by the Thorn media team for his take in the match. He started off by asking if he was frustrated by the scoreline. So we've got his interview here. It's only about a minute and a half long or something, but we'll have a wee listen to it.
Very frustrating. I thought the boys stood up pretty well to everything that Kilsyth done for us. They obviously got the early goal and held on to it well. They're good at what they do.
Brilliant. Obviously it's been 2 wins and a defeat so far. How do you think the first few games have went then? Must be reasonably pleased with 6 points out of the first 9.
Of course, I looked at the starting 11 today and there was only 2 boys here from last season, so we're on a major rebuild. So to pick up 6 points out of 9, obviously we're 9 out of 9, but if you take a step back, and probably tomorrow I'll be happy with the 6 out of 9.
How are you feeling about the squad at the moment, the players you brought in, etc.?
Good. We've obviously brought in a lot of boys that have played the level or higher, so you're looking to add that experience to the great kind of young squad that we've got. So it's going to take a bit of time to gel, but we'll still be trying to win games while we do that. And I'm really looking forward to a full week's training next week, to have Monday and Thursday on the pitch to try and embed a few more ideas.
Yeah, it's been a hectic start, so a bit of respite this midweek, and then Gartcairn away next week. That's going to be a tough one as well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Gartcairn probably one of the favourites for the league, as they should be, so I'm really looking forward to it though. That's the games we want to be in this league for. They've got a great surface to play on. I'm really looking forward to it.
So there we go. Thorn, they're in a great place. I mean, when they came up, we didn't expect them to come up last year because they had such a poor dip in form for a while. When they came up, brilliant. They're probably up higher than what they ever expected to be at this stage. When we had Mark on, I think that was Mark doing an interview, by the way. I recognise the voice.
Was it?
We'll need to get him back on as well about the upgrades happening. Obviously there's a lot of work getting done down there with their academy.
I'll reach out to him.
A lot to get built and everything else that's been happening with them. But they're in a great place. They must be happy with the club and the way it's gone now.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, this is an amateur team who started off really well, and it's grown arms and legs, and to where they are now is unbelievable. I mean, their facilities are going to be up there with the boroughs once it's all finished.
Yep,
and to
definitely.
have 2 places like that in Johnston, we've been crying out for years with facilities like this.
Probably have one of the best in the area with facilities. You've also got the Johnstone Hub have football fields as well, all weather. Absolutely great thing for football.
Definitely, and we really need to start getting more youngsters into football these days. I mean, we all played in the streets, any park, any bit of grass, play with cans, play with bus balls, anything just for a game of football. You don't see that anymore. It's a indoor mentality for kids these days. So I think these places are kind of crucial. And also, for me, it's far too expensive out there to play football these days, especially if you get 4 or 5 kids in your family. They need to try and find ways to get kids back to playing football. That's the only way that the quality will get better. The more people play it, the more talent you'll find out there. So I've said it for years, so many of the old gens sitting in pubs were better football players than the pros that we've watched. So many out there kids that have not even kicked a ball had the potential to be the best that we'll never see. So I think it's important for the SFA and communities as a whole to get back into getting kids playing football again, as many of them as possible.
I mean, I know, like, for maybe you may not know, but I mean, I play for the St Mirren's Foundation. Granted, it's related to like the ASN programme, and it's only for that programme, it's only £3 for one session, which is actually quite reasonable compared to your other clubs.
And it was the same with that. Was it street stuff or something? They went about for a while with the bus. They were
street soccer.
Aye. So they were good with the kids in that as well.
Street soccer. Street soccer.
That's a different thing altogether.
Street soccer. They actually currently at the moment play at the home park on a Wednesday, between 12 and 2. It's a free session for the local area, but they've also just recently branched out to Dumbarton as well, so they'll be using their Dumbarton's home ground. I don't remember what days and times they're down there at, but I know for home park it's on a Wednesday, at midday basically every Wednesday.
Is that no where Hingmedaris, where Liam Gobert for a while as well? I think that's what he does. He went to America and he didn't like it and came back, but he does a lot to do with the soccer stuff, academies, but I'm sure he started there as well. And it gives people as well a chance to get into likes of the coaching side of things, because you're getting your badges and all that through them as well. So we need more stuff like this. That's the point. It's good to have, but it's not enough. We need more volunteers, more kind of outgoings, more people getting money involved in it to get these things spread all through the country. You don't see a kid with a ball in the street ever now, ever. And like, you go back 30 years, everyone was kicking about with a ball. You were desperate to find somebody like, a game on, we'll get meets at the park, 10 against 10, let's go. Doesn't happen anymore. I mean, it's... Well,
except earlier on when I came into the studio, there was loads of kids outside playing on the road with football. Did you see them?
Aye, throwing stuff at the windies and all that. End up barging through them, they were doing my head in.
Can we quickly go back to what Derek McMullen said? We spoke about this last week, and he confirmed it in his interview there, that obviously they were doing a rebuild, but he confirmed it was only 2 players left in the squad from last season.
I mean, fair play.
It's kind of needed. You said it's ruthless, but it's kind of needed. You've stepped up another league. You're wanting to go places. When we spoke to Mark, we were talking about he was going to have to think about, the club, think about wages, how we get stuff in for wages, because the higher you go, the better the players are, the more they get paid.
Exactly.
So they're obviously been...
Most of the players will be looking to get paid at this league.
Aye, so they need to find a kind of happy medium. So I don't know if they've put in place for that, or they've got a wage structure now, or the thing is with Thorn, they're quite a new team, even though they've been going for maybe 20 odd years now, whatever. But in terms of being a junior team, they're quite new. Not going to have anywhere near as many supporters as the borough to have the finances coming in week by week. So you're still growing. So I don't know if they've managed to find finances coming from anywhere else, or...
Well, see, this is where the youth conversation comes back to play, where if you're getting your boys that are talented enough, that's up to standards, use them and get them on a wage.
Listen, definitely, but football's ruthless.
Aye, I know.
All it takes is two of them to be superb, and then the Borough come calling, or Renfrew come calling, or somebody up in the Lowlands, you know what I mean? And they're going for more money. It's just the nature of the game.
Yep.
What I would love to see in junior Lowland is like a transfer window. I don't agree with being able to sign players all year round. I think that's so wrong. It means that a rich team that are playing rubbish could go and buy 10 of the best players in the league and win the league.
Yeah.
During it.
That's the whole point why it exists in the first place.
But I don't like that. It's like,
I mean, that's what East Kilbride done.
Oh, here we go, East Kilbride again.
That's literally what got them out of that league. It's you're saying.
Did you not just buy your best player?
What, Blair Rossa? I know.
But I don't mind the fact that you come in and buy 10 players if it's in the window. But see the fact you've got the full season to then strengthen and.
Of course, I
know that as well. I mean, obviously you get back a couple of seasons when you had Lafferty and what's the other boy for Rangers? It was in Midley Park.
Graham Dorrans.
Aye. I mean, he's went to America halfway through a season, right? So you can understand that's a great opportunity. A real professional who's come down the levels, obviously like, well, I'm going to go for the money and the lifestyle out there. I don't disagree with that, but being able to buy off each other all through the season, I really don't agree with it. Maybe loans if you're struggling. See if you've maybe done like 5 really bad injuries and you're struggling for a team. Get loans in, but I just don't agree with being able to strengthen so much during the season as it plays on.
Should just be like any other league as well, do you know what I mean?
It'd be like pros, you've got your summer transfer and then you've got a winter window.
Yep. I think with Thorn, like, you know what I mean?
Callum's like, no, we really need players and I need to be buying players all season this year to win this.
Because I remember asking my question out to the studio about the Lowland League being professional, whereas, you know, with these teams that are still in, of course they can opt in and, you know, have the invite with like the Communities Cup and these kind of junior cups. So that was my disagreement about these clubs that want to be professional but still playing in the junior cups. That was my kind of, if it wants to be a professional league, it needs to be professional. It can't just be like the juniors and then refixturing the fixtures for the taking priority, basically, because of the league. It's so short as it is. They can't fulfill the movement of like the domestic league games.
I truly think any league teams should only be allowed to enter 3 cups.
Yeah.
So that the fixture list is quite clean, so that you know you're going to be missing weeks for weather. So why pack it where you need to play 3 games a week at the end? I think it's always round it, and I think pick 3 of the cups, go into them, and that's it. And then you've got your fixture list there and then. The fixture for the Borough last year absolutely crucified them at the start. It was like 2 league games and 8 or 9 cup games. And then the bad weather came in, they couldn't get a game played and they were so far behind. You've got to kind of even that out to make it a level playing field for everybody.
I done my research. So the reason why the season ends so early is because like teams from like the the League 2, for all the playoffs to then like start happening. So it's like a big long break, so it kind of then fix itself with the playoffs, if that makes sense.
I know, but it's still a big layoff fees. I mean,
it's a long end of season, but how it works out, it kind of makes sense, if you know what I mean.
Aye, you know. At the end of the day, the League 2 isn't finishing, and then they're going to be involved in the playoffs.
Because of like the Lowland West and the East, they'll need to play, and then a couple of weeks later there'll be the Highland games, and then week after that, so it's like a long.
So what's wrong with the season extends a few weeks longer, right? And then you play a Wednesday game, playing Saturday game, and then you've got a week to play the final against the League 2 team.
I don't know.
With just like a 2-week layoff so that your boys aren't sitting. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I mean, they could become unfit then. You don't know what they could be drinking or doing anything because they're bored, you know what I mean? So, time it comes to playoffs, all of a sudden they're not as fit.
Aye, but that's the reason anyway. It's because of like, by the time the leagues finish and then to then gel with like the playoffs and stuff, that's what makes it like the end of season short than what it would be. But that's the reason behind it. But there you go. That's the information.
As long as they're happy with it, it doesn't work for me. I just think it's too long no playing football for me. But how many weeks is it between the end of the season and the start of the season?
Well, I know for like said the end of the season to the first ever league game, I think it was like 81 days or something. So it's
a lot of weeks.
3 months, something like that. If that.
About 3 months, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
That's
So
a lot of time.
Yeah.
And, I would have them playing with other teams or something just to keep them fit, do you know, that way? I just think that's far too long to be out of the game. 12 weeks.
I think with the playoffs as well, like,
you know, it's like if you get an injury and you're out 12 weeks, come back, you're no fit.
Yeah, you're not going to be the same. It'll just take you a few games to gel. But I think with the playoffs as well, like, if with the Lowland League when it finishes in April, and then League 2 is not finished until like May, and then the next week is the playoff, it kind of, I don't know if it's just give the Lowland teams a bit of a disadvantage because I think they've not played in a couple of weeks. But
no,
yeah,
I think it could be better, to be honest. It's a long time,
but it needs to be restructured, that league, anyway. It does, like, you know, if you win the league you should automatically get promoted up to League 2.
Well, I agree and I don't agree. You've got East, West and Highlands all meant to be kind of the same level, right?
Yeah.
You've got to be the best of the best to get into the professional leagues. So I kind of agree with the way they've done it now, where they play each other. If you're the best, you play them. If you win, you play them. And if you beat them, well, you know you're good enough to be up in League 2. The last thing you want is teams getting up in League 2, getting absolutely smashed and coming straight back down.
No.
You know what I mean? You want them good enough where at least you know you're going to compete when you get up there. And I do think 1 up, 1 down is a bit harsh.
Aye, yeah.
I do feel it should be 2. I think maybe like an automatic promotion.
Aye, that's what I'm thinking.
And then a playoff for the second one.
Aye, because as it currently stands, the now SFA only favours it for League 2. It prevents League 2 from getting relegated.
Well, you're always going to do that because they're technically meant to be better than you, so you want everybody at a good level. There's no point in 2 coming up for the juniors every time and it makes it a lesser league and end up. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
So you're wanting them good enough where at least you can compete and go up again. You just seen East Kilbride. That's the kind of level you're wanting to hit. So I agree with it and I don't agree with it. There's some things that does need to be looked at, but I do agree with you have to be the best and know you're the best to get up into the professional leagues because it's a different ball game.
Of course.
And the higher you go, the harder it gets. So, and as we've spoke about so many times, finances is a massive thing in football. You've got to be able to sustain finances to keep yourself at that level, or you're just going to hit a brick wall and come straight back down. So it's definitely a thinker, but there's more has to get into these leagues. They've got to, I know they've reconstructed them well, but there is a lot still to be done in terms of getting it right.
100%.
Yep.
There we go.
So as I said, it's time to find out where the darts league starts back.
No, I've not, but I kind of want to quickly mention something. I know I like to backtrack, but
never.
See the Scottish Cup, the qualifying rounds.
Yes.
I noticed that Dundee North End, who's quite a good side, they were playing Shortleys amateurs. I didn't recognise them, so they actually won the amateur cup, and so they get a place in the Scottish Cup.
Right.
That's a surprise. Right. So they actually held Dundee North End to a draw and got it into extra time. So it sounds like they did really well. Shortleys play in the Ayrshire AFA Premier Division. So they're an actual amateur team in an amateur league, and they played one of the best teams in the Midlands Premier.
Yeah, good. I don't know what's happened to Dundee North End, but they used to be a really good outfit, but they've took a few downs in the last couple of years. I think the Borough mulled them, did they know, last year?
Aye.
Yeah, sure it was. That was a game I'm sure that had to get replayed a few times.
Aye, that's right. It was like 4 times. It was meant to be, they couldn't replay it, but they went ahead anyway.
Aye.
But they've took a few downs, and they used to be a really, really good outfit, so I wonder what's happening up there.
I think what happened was it could come back to, it was now the case where it had 3, they'd missed it 3 times, so it was now, it could now go to Johnstone Burgh's ground, but the weather was so severe, so extreme, the Johnstone Burgh said, okay, get one more chance, and Borough agreed with Dundee North End that they could try again. And
I don't mind that. I mean, it's obviously you're wanting all the advantage you can get, but extreme weather's, you know what I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. So just quickly, going to Rangers, how happy with the recruitment, Ricky?
Happy enough, though. I would have liked to see more players come in. I would have liked to seen some in midfield. maybe adding another defender.
You've just signed that Japanese boy, is it the day or yesterday as well?
My information's. I keep forgetting about him. We talked about him earlier on. Still, I would like to see some more players. Of course, you would. Anybody would like to see loads of players coming into their squad, strengthen it, especially the way Rangers played at the end of last season.
I mean, I'll watch them over the next couple of days, but I've just seen fans moaning about it. I've seen a couple of pundits and ex-players crucify the signings. So I'm wondering, is it as bad as what they're making out, or is it just time to gel as always?
Time to gel. I think they're going to have a pretty good side. Time to gel. So they've signed a goalkeeper, defensive midfield, centre back, right winger, right back, centre midfield, centre forward, centre midfield, and centre back.
I think we should sign more players, he says. Well, we've got 2 in. Yeah, agreed to get. What we think about Hearts, do you think it is they've went south, or is it again time to gel with them? Do you think they'll pull it back, or because they look really poor now? Any game I've seen them, Europe, they get absolutely torn to pieces twice. I just can't see anything in them now. I don't think they're going to hold on to Braga either. I would love to see us grab Braga, but I think he's going to realise he's too good for that team and want to move.
I think Hearts will struggle as well. I mean, they've got Benfica on Thursday in the Europa League, but I think
I actually fear the score for them in that, the way they're playing.
Yeah.
If they were looking the way they did last year, I would actually think they'd a chance, but I'm thinking 6-7-0 with this game. It
could be an absolute
fearful.
Yeah.
And I don't like them, so I'd kind of like to see it, but you want to see Scottish teams get into decent leagues in Europe for the coefficient. But
officially 10 players in for Hearts, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out, which also included some of our best players.
I thought it was 14 in, or was it just free signs for loans or something like that?
You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 free transfers, 1 undisclosed, 1 for just under $1 million, 1 for $1 million, and 1 for an undisclosed.
It's criminal business they've done this year. The fact they've lost 2 of their best players for free is unbelievable. I'll never understand clauses like that in contracts. They could have got top dollar for them. Even if they get $5 million for each of them, it's a good $10 million at the squad that they need.
Not great business. You mean
Motherwell done better business just selling one player. And do you know, it's something that Rangers have been criminal for years. Is they've no made money after squads when they could, like some Morelos. They all went for nothing when they thought they were going to get 50-60 million for all these players, and they just crucify themselves every single year for me. So I think it's time for these kind of clubs to start making money in the summer transfer windows and not just keep spending it, because it's unsustainable, as we know.
Yeah.
But listen, that'll be us for this week. That's a roundup complete. We've got about 10 seconds left, so I'll say goodbye for me, and hopefully we'll hear you all back here next week.
It's goodbye for me.
Goodbye for me.
And goodbye for myself as well.
And I'll play the new jingle just for laughs.
It's Wednesday evening. We're live from Johnston. It's time for Scoreboard Spotlight. Here are the top team. It's Callum Carmichael, Davy Welsh, Darius Nesbitt, and Ricky Kelly.
Alpha Taxis Johnston are a local family-run taxi company. All our staff and drivers are friendly, professional, and most importantly, we care about how you travel. We provide a safe, reliable, and friendly service to Johnston and the surrounding areas. Alpha Taxis Johnston have been serving the area for over 50 years. Travel with Alpha Taxis Johnston, Johnston's #1 taxi company. Call 01505 331 444 or visit alphataxisjohnston.com to download our app or to book online. Alpha Taxis Johnston. We care. Call 01505 331 444 today.
Reach Pharmacy offer all the medicines and healthcare essentials you'd expect, including allergy and weight loss advice and assistance, ear health and travel and COVID testing. Reach Pharmacy also have your toiletries, travel and sun care, first aid, supplements, plus baby and